We are under the bright light as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Philadelphia attempt to end a six-game losing streak. Next. Rick Porcello will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Philadelphia, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, D-Row. One of these two teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has a nice outing on the mound. This can turn around super quick.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, how's it going, everyone? We're facing against the Phillies here. Game 1 of a 3-game series at home in New York.
The next hitter to dig in will be
after getting swept by the Cubs in Chicago. Both the Mets and the Phillies are at a little bit of a losing streak, so somebody's losing streak is ending tonight. Let's take a look at the lineups. For the Phillies, Segura, McCutchen, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Ryan Burke, and Roman Quinn, with Cole Irvin on the mound. For the Mets, slightly different look to the order. McNeil's back in the lineup in the number 2 spot. Cespedes back in the lineup in the number 3 spot. J.D. Davis gets the shot at cleanup today with Pete Alonso in the number 5 spot. And then Conforto has been slumping, has dropped to the number 6 spot. Wilson Ramos and Jake Marisnick in the number 8 spot in center field today. Nimmo has been a little cold as well. He gets the day off. Rick Porcello on the mound.
Andrew McCutchen, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. McCutchen, a native Floridian. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. And you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And as it's a Friday night home game, Mets in a throwback uniform tonight.
The bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper.
1986 Mets. Hoping this will work its magic. Bust them out of our slump.
Here comes the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone normally.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
Impressive.
Phillies down in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Cole Irvin, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. The 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And looking at Real Muto's stats behind the plate, you can see his arm strength is 91 and his arm accuracy 92. So don't expect to be doing much running in this series. That's just about as good as it'll get.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he's back standing.
Irvin has struggled this year. His ERA a little over 7.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here it is, the 3-0. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes. Entering play, he's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here.
Well, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up a lot of RBIs. He's also way up there on the home run leaderboard.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the
That's
right
down
side.
the line.
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
I'm sure that first run comes as a relief more than anything. They could only muster 1 run the entire previous game, so to notch that run early takes the pressure off a little bit. And with a man standing at second, they're hoping that's just the beginning.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
In now, Pete Alonso. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
And he's the best in that category on this ball club, guys. He's the guy they look to bring him home.
First offering on its way. Lifted in the air to right field. Harper's got it. Here comes the runner from third.
Oh, no.
Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. One for the Mets here on the RBI double.
Shouldn't have run on
Second inning
Harper.
coming up. It's 1-0 Mets. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins.
Now the pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Cespedes going back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year. And it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Didn't time that jump very well.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one. Ball one. Bases are empty here, nobody out.
The ball was already over the fence, and Cespedes
And this ball runs away for ball two.
Jumps up.
2-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So he got him swinging. JT Realmuto goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. In his career against Porcello, he has an even 10 hits in 42 ABs. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Pitch is popped up. Davis in foul ground. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Ryan Burke.
Settling in now, Ryan Burke. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The pitch.
So, Flobo, fun fact, but I looked up this guy, Ryan Burke. I was curious, is this guy a real player? And he is.
2 out, nobody on.
He's actually not on in the Phillies organization anymore, but last season
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
he was playing in independent league baseball, and he was playing for the Rockland Boulders in Rockland County, New York.
Outside, 2-1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All even now at 1-1.
Yeah, the Boulders. I know it's very much. I was going to say a minor league name, but I guess they're not really.
He appeared as a pinch hitter
I guess
in
you call it
yesterday's
minor leagues. I don't know.
Michael.
All right, Conforto's in a big slump here.
First delivery to him on the way. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, it's 88-mile-an-hour fastball and you're behind. No.
Checked his swing there, and did
Hey,
he
it
go?
looks like
No,
that
he
third
did
base
not,
umpire
says the
looks
third
like
base umpire. Ball
he looks like Jeremy Burnett.
2. And this is hit hard to the right side, but
Look at this guy. It's Jeremy Burnett.
the 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Wilson Ramos waits on deck.
All right, full count here.
Pops this one up. Coming on is McCutcheon, and this will land foul.
A fall from grace indeed.
Drilled to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 7. The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
So one away here with the bases empty, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way. Down the left field line and deep, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. High chopper towards first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly.
No need to rush.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting 8. The center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss
Best
yesterday.
walk-up music for the Mets.
Ready
You
to
talking
deliver.
about real
Here's
life
the
or in the
first
game?
pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Let me pay attention, and I'll let
Bases
you
are
know.
empty here with 2 men out.
I know in the past I've
Nope. 3-0.
I kind of like
Well,
Brandon
he knows
Nimmo's.
it, but this
He's
is
not
the
in the
kind of
lineup
guy
though.
you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Hit high in the air down the right field line.
Yeah, it's a fair ball.
This will get over
Ground
the
rule
wall
double.
down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Batting 9.
Man, this guy is a blur on the base paths, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple.
Nice try,
he
Harper.
definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those
Harper
kind of
was
thoughts.
weightless there down
Into
the right
box
field
now,
line.
Rick Porcello. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 1-0.
Oh.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Really? So Matt Vasgersian.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
So he
Hey, I know
commentated
it's
for
the
the
pitcher at the
XFL.
plate, but
I
he's
didn't know
going to
that.
grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three and 2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He's set. The 3-2. And
Hey.
he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, that's just
Nadir of his
painful
pro
for a
career.
pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
2 men on, 2 out. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch.
Shit.
Hit on the ground out to short. Segura has it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Mets through 2. We're tied 1 apiece.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
At the plate, Roman Quinn, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late,
Shit.
so it's a bunt single to get him started
That
here.
guy is too fast.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 47.
I bet half of his hits this year are like that.
At the plate, Cole Irvin.
Everybody's bunting. Irvin in a sacrifice situation here.
Set with the 0-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Alonso is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The bat, number 2. Shortstop.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Segura is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to.
Nice.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Second baseman, number 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
If I could be
And a good slider here to start
a position
the
player,
at-bat,
what
but it's
position would
ruled
it
a ball.
be?
1-0.
I mean, so already assuming quite a bit that I had the ability.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Three and 0 now. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes.
I mean, maybe first base. Remember, I'm left-handed, so I'm limited.
And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
My first inclination is to say first base, even though I'm much shorter than the average first baseman would be.
Here it comes.
But
just got the corner that time.
Me being
with a fastball,
left-handed,
strike 2.
I'm basically limited to first base or outfield.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
How about yourself?
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Leadoff man aboard
that
here
was
in
a
a 1-1
fat
ball
pitch
game.
right there.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. McCutchen is after it. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
You played third base. Aren't you left-handed?
First delivery to him on the way. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Yes, you are. Yeah. How did that work? Every play was a challenge.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. He waits. Now the pitch. Line drive to center field. Quinn is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
You know, I mean, I understand why you don't really see left-handed third basemen, shortstops, or second basemen. But you would think that you'd see maybe a little bit more.
And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Left-handed catchers. I mean, obviously that comes with its challenges also, but I could be completely off here, but I don't think.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
It's as much of a factor as a catcher than if you're playing the left side of the infield.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
I mean, yeah, most batters are right-handed batters, and if you're having to throw from behind the plate, you're using your left hand,
Runner aboard at first.
you have to throw kind of around or over the batter. But
looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
You know, most catchers
they know the threat this
all
guy
catchers
possesses
are
at the plate.
right-handed.
I know it's 3-1.
There are plenty of left-handed
right
hitters.
here,
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something I'm
comes over
missing.
the heart of the plate.
It doesn't seem like it's as much of a hindrance, but
Hitters
yeah, we don't
count
see
all the
left-handed
way. Here it
catchers.
comes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And now a pitch on the way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen, number 13 for him on the year, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
You know, Porcello went so many starts this year without giving up a home run, and it seems like his last 5 starts or so,
There's still some game
determined
left
to catch up.
That one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Cespedes is just like, yup. Not going to break a sweat on that one.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it. And a close play at first, but a great
Thanks for
stretch
bending
that
over
time
this
as they
time,
get him by a
Rosario.
step for out number 1.
Thought you maybe you didn't want to get your uniform dirty.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. In there, and it's 0-1.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the last game, there was a very similar ball to that one. Hit to Rosario, and he just barely bent over, put his glove on it, or tried to put a glove on it. It was like minimal effort.
Hit back up.
Okay, here's another one.
Rosario brings it in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
I mean, at least he's getting it this time. But yesterday's game, or actually, it was the game I played a few hours ago in Chicago. You know, you just let it slip under his glove,
So
like no huge effort, and it ended up
and that brings up JT Realmuto.
setting off a big scoring inning for the Cubs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to
He's
short.
getting tested.
Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies get 1 in the frame, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Now 2-1 Philadelphia. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats.
Oh
He
my
cited the 4 walks they've earned
Whatever
already
you
as
say.
evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Is it?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Michael Conforto is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
At least I made decent contact this time.
Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming.
Little pond propaganda. I agree.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
So what's the latest? He's selling the team or what? He's selling it to A-Rod? J-Lo?
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 1-1 a fastball high. 2-1 now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high.
I used the
in
power
air
swing,
into left
baby. I
field.
used the power swing. It worked! Yes!
A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Okay.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnik. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0 home.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field.
Again.
They got their name from the 7-line subway train that serves Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. First pitch on its way. So far this year against Southpaws, Porcello is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
The 0-1 pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Hoskins is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario.
Oh, really? So they were in San Diego in the game when Porcello hit his home run. That's cool.
From the stretch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired.
Got one at least.
But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. We played 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First delivery to him on the way. He swings and belts a ball to right field. This is carrying well. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
Hey, he keeps doing this every time I score. Porcello gives up a leadoff home run.
To plate now, Ryan Burke. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the
Grab
adjustment
some
to hitting
pine,
good
Rook.
pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Roman Quinn will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rosario backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The pitcher, number 47, Irvin.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Irvin, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies get 1 in the frame, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and Philadelphia's taken a 3-2 lead. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, number 6.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is the located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Joe Hedges.
At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. The 1-0. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And that misses. 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And the pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So now it's Davis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Not normally in my cleanup spot.
Now here
Just
it
kind
comes.
of trying some different combinations tonight.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
2-2 now with 2 away and the bases empty.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2.
Yeah, you know, Davis has been very successful against left-handers this season, and then also
Top half of the 6th about to get started.
You know, Conforto has been struggling, so I dropped him a little bit. I don't know. And last time I had Alonso hitting in the number 5 spot instead of cleanup. I think I scored a ton of runs, so I just wanted to
Gene Segura.
try that combination again.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 0-1 on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Not over the heart of it.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Got lucky.
Conforto is there. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
There's ball 4.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Rhys Hoskins will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out with the man at first. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. The 2-2 Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Nice.
One left for Philadelphia, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Robert Stock enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 89, Robert Stock.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Almost took the pitcher's head off, but he was positioned perfectly to grab it. Burke with that shift. That's pretty close. He's like, uh-oh. You heard that thing whistle by. So now it's Conforto trying to bust out of a slump here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0 pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Ramos comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field.
Used the power swing. Could it be? Oh, no. Not enough.
And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
Gave it a little ride.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Digging in, Jake Marisnick. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Wow. Quinn, what a play. Center
next
field.
to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. We thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with them to keep the matchup advantage in their favor here.
And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Throw
Shit.
won't get him.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Now to the plate, Ryan Burke. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this is taken
my
outside
fault.
for ball 1. Now a hard liner towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The center fielder, number
I know I probably should be
Stepping into
taking
the
my
box,
pitcher out,
Roman
but
Quinn. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
I want to keep him in here and just get through this inning. Like my bullpen, I want to rest them a little bit more.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that
And I think I'll be able to get Quinn out.
It's 1-0.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out.
I remember the last series I played against the Phillies. I could get him out with
that
pitches
time.
like that.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit
Now
it out
it's the
front,
former
there's
Yankee.
nothing much you can do with that.
Ronald Torreyes.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A swing and a liner to left center field,
God
and
damn
that's
it.
going to drop in for a base hit. He pulls into second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there.
Stupid pitch.
To not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does.
All right, you're done.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry's Familia will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Brandon Nimmo will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
At the plate now, Gene Segura. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 1-2.
Oh, wow. He really yanked that slider across his body, and he almost threw it to the backstop. Nice job by his battery mate to corral that one.
Looped out toward third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand.
Ladies and gentlemen,
one for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. And Philadelphia. Jose Alvarez will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Into the box, Brandon Nimmo. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush.
Down but not out.
Right there.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 1-0 the count. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Alvarez is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 6.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1. seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Just off the inside corner, taken for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Should have ripped at that.
And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Working for the punch out and the offering. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Still 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is on the ground over to first. Segura for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
I got to count 2 and 2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The bouncer to the left side. Rosario's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The right fielder.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Pulls this one into the air, out into right
that was
field.
a home run.
Conforto is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Riding in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
Check this guy out.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. David Robertson will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Yoenis Cespedes.
The left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
He's set and the pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Robertson rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
It was the power swing.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
1-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I got to shorten up a little. Normal swing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Right there.
That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning
really
after
bad.
giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Conforto looking to break out of his slump in a big way.
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Robertson's ready. 2-2 on its way home. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail it here 4-2. Now batting, JT Realmuto.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT
Edwin Diaz enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
So, looking for a hold, or not a hold, but looking for Diaz to basically, well, for lack of a better term, hold the 2-run deficit here. Not a save situation,
He's ready. Here's
as
the first
mentioned.
offering. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Oh,
back up the middle.
Not a good
and
start.
This will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Nice.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Ryan Burke, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A little bit outside. 2-1. From the stretch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first, but not in time. As
A little
he's
too
in
much
there
speed
ahead of
for
the throw.
Burke down the first base
That was kind of
line.
a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now at the plate, Roman Quinn. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out with the man at first. In tight with the slider, 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races
my
on
God.
this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position.
Shouldn't be
now
walking
with 2
Roman
away.
Quinn. That's pretty
He did
bad.
not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to
I
deal
have to
with.
face Neil Walker, former
will get
Met.
the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
The recipe for disaster here.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. In the dirt here.
Get
goes
out.
to third with it, and it's
Oh,
delayed as he's
no.
in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Oh boy.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Phillies leave a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. Hector Neris comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Hector Neris is 0-1, 2.77. 23 strikeouts in 26 innings.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Hey, not it.
I remember he looks really like in his player stats. He's like really pumped up in the picture that I've seen. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Oh man.
An easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Line to the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. The throw into second.
I had to hold up.
Hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking
Ramos
for a
is so
bloop and a
slow.
blast. He didn't want to bloop it.
They were going to throw me out, I think. I
Bring
mean,
the
yeah,
tying run
the
to
throw was a
plate.
little
Let's see
wide,
if
but
they
I
can
felt like I couldn't
capitalize.
take that chance. And Harper already gunned me down once. Ugh. All right. It's Dom
Dominic
time.
Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
And I'm going to pinch run for, what's his name? Ramos.
Number 2.
Eduardo Nunez will come on now and pinch run here.
Your attention, please. Now running at first for the Mets. Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Fouled off. Smith, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. A runner at first with no outs here. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Got a split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So here's Brandon Nimmo, and it's fouled away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Stepping up now, Ahmed Rosario. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. That misses. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Slow little roller to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him, and the Phillies have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Cole Irvin earns the win, his 2nd. Hector Neris records the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here's your highlight reel.
Our final line score tonight. First for the
Mets did get on the board first in this game, which was nice to see after that not happening at all in Chicago.
For the Mets,
so I thought, well, maybe we've turned the tide, but
they left 10 men on base.
Not to be.
Time of the ball.
McCutchen hits a home run in the 4th. That gives the Phillies a 2-1 lead.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Mets tied up with a Wilson Ramos home run in the 4th. Yeah, no. Here are your highlights. Here they are. You don't get the music. But then Porcello promptly gives up a home run to Gregorius. The top of the fifth, and the Phillies take a 3-2 lead. Look at this play. Marisnik with a hard line drive to center field, and Robin Quinn with a diving catch to take away an extra base hit and to take away possibly a run scoring to tie the game. McNeil grounds out to a big double play in the 7th inning. He's been a double play machine this past week. Hector Neris comes in, strikes out Smith on a splitter. Smith coming off the bench. Then Nimmo strikes him out. And then Rosario with a ground ball to Gregorius. Over to first. Just beats him. Phillies win. They snap their 6-game skid and extend the Mets' losing streak to 4 games. Here's the box score. Realmuto with 2 hits today. Only 7 total hits for the Phillies, but it was enough. Got him at just the right time. Key RBI double by Torreyes in the 7th inning. Cole Irvin beats the Mets. I'm pretty sure I knocked him around the first time we faced, and this time he pitches the required 5 innings, 3 hits, 5 walks, which isn't great, but only 2 runs. The Mets were not able to score. They had a few more opportunities than that. Only struck out 1, but he comes away with the win. Stock and Alvarez and Robertson with the holds. And Neris with the save and striking out 2. So Mets will turn to Jacob deGrom tomorrow, and hoping that he will put a stop to the losing streak. Let's take a quick look at the matchup here. Brett Barnes, sustained an injury. Out for a few days. Keep active. Oh boy. deGrom versus Nola. It's a good matchup. Let's take a look at the standings.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies halted their 6-game losing streak as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-2. Johnny Cueto got his 3rd win this season, leading San Francisco to a victory over Miami 3-1. The Washington Nationals had 12 hits as a team as they pulverized the Braves 11-1. The Bo Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 2-0. Richard Rodriguez grabbed his 2nd win of the year as the Pirates disposed of the Blue Jays 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 9-4. The Brewers totaled 11 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-1. Craig Stammen collected win number 2 on the year as the Friars took care of the Rockies 5-3. The Tigers got 11 hits overall as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 7-2. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 8-2. The Indians held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they dismantled the White Sox 8-1. Garrett Cole earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, as the Yankees pushed past the Twins 4-0. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Angels combined to allow only 4 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 2-0. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-3. Alex Gordon was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits as Kansas City disposed of the Mariners 5-4. He is in the top 5 in the American League in stolen bases. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Still in the wild card. Alright, well here's your matchup for tomorrow. It is a, is it a night game? Let me check. It's a late afternoon game, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, alright, we'll plan on that. And, yeah, we'll see you at the next game. Should be a good matchup. If you haven't already, subscribe. I do at least one game a day, playing the entire season as the New York Mets. We'll see what we do tomorrow. DeGrom on the mound. See ya.